Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Well, I thought that spring was here, but looks like it's winter, not spring. It's so cold today. Holy cow, it's like 30 degrees. So my next video starts now. Woo! I couldn't handle that cold weather and wind outside, so here we are. Here's this week's video to talk about the real estate market. What do you think? Is the real estate market going to go up or is it going to go down? We are going to see a market crash. And I've been looking at some of the headlines lately. It's a lot of people talking about the market is going to crash, it's going to die. It's already happening in California and in Florida and some other places. And I don't think that the market will crash anytime soon. No way. I think that's quite the opposite. The market will probably continue to stay very strong. Redfin just came out with a nice article that it says that the prices of homes actually are going to go probably a little bit higher because there is, again, less supply, and the increase in interest rates are fueling this market and buyers to jump right away to go and buy a property. So I don't think that we will see a market crash anytime soon. But here's a couple things that I want you to consider. Number one, inventory continues to be way lower compared to other times. So in the county that I do business, Montgomery County, Maryland, historically speaking, right around this time, we probably had in the past a total inventory of over 1,200 units. Sometimes it's been up to 1,800 units or pieces of real estate. This is a combination of condos, single-family home, townhomes, co-ops, you name it. Now, since the beginning of 2022, the number of units has been very low. It's been in the as low as 500s to like maybe low 700s, and hasn't been able to break into the 800s, at least for what is the year to date as of right now. So imagine with that, and a lot of these buyers looking to get a piece of real estate before interest rates go up at a higher pace, right? So that's what I think that will continue to be the case for at least June, July of this year, where there's going to be more than 3-4 buyers that will be very interested in a piece of real estate compared to having less opportunities. Right now, I was just talking to one of my clients. They wanted to see this property. I called the listing agent. They already have 10 offers. There was another property they wanted to see. They already have 9 offers. So as you see, the multiple offer scenario continues to happen. But there's one thing that you need to keep in mind. That is going to drop. So from 12 offers, maybe we're going to move to maybe 5 offers, to eventually maybe in the fall, you'll see 2 to 3 offers, and maybe escalation's not going to be as high as it has been in the last 18 months. So here are a couple things you have to keep in mind. The median home price was 17% higher compared to last fall. So keep that in mind, that the prices have gone up by 17% just in less than 1 year in all the United States. That's an average. This is according to what Redfin it's reporting on one of their articles this week. Another interesting fact is the number of homes listed for sale went down by 23% year over year. So think about that. So if you are a homeowner and you have a mortgage payment of $2,500 with all your with your PITI, and now you're looking to buy another property, but all of a sudden your monthly payment, yes, you're going to sell your house for more money, but you're also going to buy a house for a higher price, and all of a sudden your monthly payment turns out to be $3,200. Yes, you get a bigger home, maybe newer home with more upgrades, but also you get a higher payment. So some homeowners have actually chosen to stay in their current homes because the monthly payment, it's comfortable. I was reading an article that it says that Home Depot sales have increased dramatically because a lot of people have decided to start improving the homes they already own versus just putting them on the market. And yes, some of these houses also get improved before they go on the market. So you got to keep that in mind. But that's a very interesting fact that you and data that you need to keep in mind. So let's move to the next one. 59% of the homes that went under contract in the last year actually received an offer in the first 2 weeks on the market. So that brought the days on the market at a lot lower number that we haven't seen in many years. So that's another good fact that you have to keep in mind. Look at the next one. Another great number is that the average list to sold price ratio went up to 101.7%. That is compared to 100% back in 2020. So what it tells you is homes, an average, sold for 1.7% more than the original asking price. So you're now with me. So looking at demand, looking at less inventory, right? Builders are not building at the same speed. Buyers are buying at a faster speed, and some of these buyers are not creating inventory. What I mean by that is that these buyers are not putting a house for sale. They're actually going and buying something without putting something for sale, because either they didn't have a home to sell or they just decided to put a house for rent. I have a family that I've been working with that they are buying a bigger home, but they are also putting their home they currently own on the market for rent. Why are they doing that versus selling the property? Well, one is probably equity may not be as high as it needs, but when they bought the house, prices were not as crazy. But keep in mind, you can rent a property right now and take that positive cash flow after you cover your mortgage and use up to 75% of that to qualify for the purchase of another home. In other words, you have an investment property, you do have a tenant, and this tenant, it's actually helping you underwrite or support the price of the new home you're going to buy if it is higher. So that's a very smart move that some families are doing. So what happens to that house that could have potentially gone on the market for sale to create more inventory for first-time home buyers, and then this family buys and moves into something bigger? It's not going to be the case, because also rent have gone up like crazy. A lot of people are also fighting when it comes to properties for rent. So this is a great opportunity to make additional income for somebody that is looking to purchase a house. So with all of these facts that I just put together, my take is that between now and the end of June, end of July, potentially maybe even all the way to the end of the summer, prices will stay very strong. There is going to be less competitive offers on certain listings in certain areas, pockets all across the country. But interest rates will continue to go up, and so probably inflation will still have a way up, which is going to add a lot of pressure, especially for first-time home buyers that now have to pay a mortgage probably in the high fives or maybe low six to purchase a property, and then have to deal with the cost of like a higher gasoline, the gas to heat properties, of course electricity is probably going to be higher, and of course the cost of foods and some other goods. So that's probably what's going to be the tipping point for the market to go flat into the fall and the winter months, which I think is going to be a great thing for those buyers that have kind of been on the fence and they just been looking for an opportunity not to go in a super competitive environment. Not everybody likes to be competitive, and not everybody likes to offer above asking price on many of the properties they've seen out there. So that is my prediction. It's too early to say what's going to happen in 2023. But that's what I'm thinking this will be the case for 2022. So we're going to have an increase in prices one more time, but it's not going to be as crazy as it has been in the past. So what do you think is going to happen? Do you think my prediction that prices will continue to go up, but demand may go a little bit down and go kind of flat towards the end of the year? It's a good one? Or do you think that the market will crash as many are predicting, and then prices may just go down, and some people will be underwater when it comes to the value of their properties and the mortgages they have. I don't think we're going to see that, but I'm curious to know, what do you think is going to be the next thing that's going to happen in the real estate market and industry for all of us here in the United States? Do me a favor, please subscribe here. Click the button here to say subscribe, and you will get great content every week. I promise. Every week you're going to get a really good video, sometimes 2 videos. So don't forget to follow me on social media. I'm available and active on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. I have some of those links down here if you want to get a hold of me, stay in touch with me, or you can simply just call me, text me, email me, drop a comment here, and I will get back to you right away. Have an amazing week, and see you on the next video. Bye-bye.